Alright, hey, what is up guys? It's me, Eddie, and I am back with another episode of Steins Gate. Okay. Boom, boom. And yes, we are indeed live. Let me just check volume, sorry if I'm floating weird. Alright, cool, everything's fine. New chapter. I thought I'd found the solution, that everything would be alright. What the hell happened last time? I forgot. But the equation was meaningless. I had solved nothing. Instead, I am left with a terrible choice. Mayuri or Kurisu. One of them must die. Radicon is still off limits. They haven't yet repaired the hole that Suzuo's time machine made. I look down through the hole at the streets of Akiba. From up here, they all look narrow and stifling. Fun. I like trains. Anyone get that one? Across the way, a train rumbled by. I watched the yellow striped cars move past. I came here because I wanted to be alone. The day before yesterday, I abruptly cancelled the attempt to hack CERN. Kurisu and Daru demanded an explanation, but I just couldn't give them one. The decision has paralyzed me. 2 days later, I'm still nowhere close to finding an answer. What do I do? 2 weeks ago, on July 28th, Dr. Nakabachi held a press conference in this very spot. That same day, Kurisu was murdered. Let's say we go through the plan and delete the first email I sent, the one about Kurisu's death from CERN's database. That would return us to the Beta World line where it all began. What would happen then? According to my predictions, our friend, lab member 004, Makise Kurisu would disappear. Someone who died on July 28th cannot be alive now, on August 15th. That would defy causality. A time paradox. The world has already decided to eliminate her. The moment we erase the D-mail, Kurisu will cease to exist, and so I am left with two options. Option 1. Hack CERN with the IBM 5100 and erase the first email I sent, thus returning to the Beta World line. Kurisu will disappear, but Mayuri will live. CERN will never build a time machine, and the future will be free. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just shifting my computer around a little bit. Anyways, option 2. Don't hack CERN. Keep living here on the Alpha World line. Mayuri will die, so will Mocha and FB. Kurisu will likely be kidnapped by CERN, but at the very least she won't die. With the research, CERN will gain control of space-time, and the future will be a dystopia where no one is free.
どちらか選べ。だと。
Ridiculous. I choke out a laugh. How am I, of all people, supposed to make that choice?
こんなの選べるわけないだろ。
I don't really care about the future, whether it's free or ruled by CERN. I know I should care. Suzuha entrusted her wish to me. Doesn't that make it my responsibility? I mean, you're gonna end up there pretty soon. Still, it doesn't seem quite real. 20 years is a long time. Right now, only Mayuri and Kurisu matter. I must choose which to save. If I had been given this choice back on July 28th, before all this started, I would probably have not hesitated to abandon Kurisu and save Mayuri. But it's not July 28th, it's August 15th. I spent 2 long weeks with Kurisu. She's one of us now, an integral part of the lab. And as I leapt through time again and again, she was the person I relied on most. Always calm, always thoughtful, always ready with a new hypothesis, always there to give me a push when I needed it most. I wouldn't have had the time machine if not for Kurisu. It's all thanks to her that I made it this far. After all she's done for me, there's no way I can abandon her now. But nor can I let Mayuri die. Everything I've done, I did to save her. I would give everything, even my own life, to see her safe. More than anything, I want her to live. No matter what, I won't let her die.
結局どっちも選べない。選べるわけがない。
Kill Kurisu or kill Mayuri. This is what the choice comes down to.
こんな結末なのかよ。
I drive my fist into the wire fence. Ouch.
鈴葉やフェイリスやルカ子や萌えか、みんなの思いを犠牲にしてまでたどり着いたのがこんな結末なのかよ。
Is there no other option? No way to save them both? What if I use Suzuha's time machine? I could return to the Beta World Line, then use her time machine to travel to July 28th. No, that wouldn't work. The reason Suzuha left in 2010 was to prevent CERN from creating a dystopia that only occurs on this world line. If I escape the Alpha World Line, the future Suzuha wished for will become a reality, and she'd have no reason to leap back to 2010. Her time machine won't exist on the Beta World Line, so I won't be able to use it. Alright, then what if I send Kurisu a warning via D-mail? It could say, don't go to Dr. Nakabachi's presentation. No, that won't work either. Remember, causality converges. Kurisu's death is inevitable on the Beta World Line, just like as Mayuri's is inevitable on this world line. No matter what I do, the world will ensure her death.
ダメだ。
I slowly sink to the floor with my back against the fence.
俺は助けられない。
I'm powerless against the will of the world. What should I do? What should I do? I'm sorry, guys. My clock is broken right now, so I genuinely do not know how long I'm playing for. Maybe Mayuri doesn't die on the current world line. I canceled Mocha's D-mail. Plus, I haven't had an opportunity to check the divergence meter since. Might there be a chance? If the pattern continues, Mayuri's death has been pushed back to the night of the 17th. If Mayuri doesn't die between 7 and 8 p.m. that night, then I won't have to face this horrible decision. I know it's unlikely. I understand that from all my experiences so far. But still, I can't help but cling to that hope. Mayuri and Kurisu. If I could just save them both. I don't care if the future is ruled by CERN. Really? I think they would care. I'll betray Suzuha's dream if that's what it takes. So please let Mayuri live. To whom should I make this desperate play? God? Fate? The world itself? Either way, I am just one insignificant human among billions. Will my prayers truly reach? I already know what the answer will be. That knowledge, that certainty is despair. Kamima runs for 3 straight days, from the 15th to the 17th. Are you going? On the last day, I will go with Mayuri, stay with all the time, and stay with her from morning until Kamima closes. It's not really my thing, though, and the crowd is ridiculous, so I wait off to the side with Mayuri's bags. From time to time, Mayuri appears with new bags for me to guard, and usually a snack for us to share, but I spend most of the day alone. To some extent, I'm here to escape reality, to empty my mind and forget my fears. But even when I close my eyes, I can hear the footsteps of death approaching.
やっと帰ってこられた。
Mayuri! She's so adorable. Look at her. Aww. It's already dark by the time the bus drops us back at Akiba. Mayuri is dragging Her costume case behind her. Why is my clock broken, anyways? It means I'm relying on my, by the way, my clock is broken, so that means I'm relying on my PC clock. Which I can't see unless I, like, tab out. I'm carrying bags covered in moe artwork and loaded with doujinshi. These are all Mayuri's purchases, not mine. I can't believe she bought so much. I guess the reason she doesn't cosplay herself is that she's too busy shopping. Get off the bus. I usually only buy, like, on Comic-Cons, I only buy a bunch of stuff on the first day, and, like, usually not that much after that. Get off the bus and just stand there for a while.
マユリはこれからどうするんだ。まっすぐ家に帰るか。
ラボに行こうと思ってたんだよ。
何か用事が？
特にないけどね。オカリンと一緒に久々にのんびりしたいなって。
Mayuri, sweet. She's such a sweetheart.
ちょっとお腹が空いたからね。途中でジューシー
Juicy
カラー
chicken
ナンバ
number
ーワンを
one.
買うの。
I know that was like a big, you know, that was like a big meme back when, whatchamacallit, the Mayuri chicken song, back when, Steins, back in like 20, I don't remember when it was a meme, but I remember seeing it around like 2016 or 2017 or so. Anywho, maybe Mayuri wants a taste of normalcy again now that the chaos of Kanima has ended. I can't begrudge her that. I stifled a groan and shrugged my shoulders.
じゃあ帰るか。
ねえねえオカリン、今日はね、どうしてマユシーについてきてくれたの？これまでは一度もコミマに一緒に行ったことないよね。オカリンは萌えには興味ないもんね。
ロボットアニメには興味はある。
But not so much that I'd line up early in the morning for Kamima each year like Daru and Mayuri do.
で、どうして今日は付き合ってくれたの？
それは。
To confirm your death. Those words pop into my head, but I quickly shake them away. Why am I so set on Mayuri dying? I want her to live, remember?
それは？
気まぐれだ。
そっか。
Mayuri. Suddenly, silence. A downhearted frown replaces the usual smile on Mayuri's face. Did my answer upset her? It's not like I could tell her the truth. How do you tell someone they're going to die?
ルカ子が
I frantically try to smooth things over.
コスプレして恥ずかしがっているところを見て笑ってやろうと思ったのだが来ていなくて残念だった。
Mayuri's gonna get mad at you.
ルカ君、絶対大人気になっちゃうのにね。いろんなブログに画像アップされまくってね、新聞社のニュースサイトにも載って海外にも紹介されちゃったりするよ。そしたらルカ君はワールドワイドなスーパースターなので、マユシーはそれを見て遠いところに行っちゃったなーって思いを馳せるのです。
本当にそうなりそうだから困る。
ねえオカリン。
Suddenly, Mayuri turns around and peeks at my face as she walks backward.
今日はね、ありがとう。
Oh, thank you, Mayuri, for being so precious.
なんだ突然。
だってね、さっきも言ったけど、オカリンと一緒にコミマ来たの初めてだもん。
Now I'm excited for Comic-Con next year. Or not next year, this year, actually. You got what I'm saying. It feels like forever away, though.
マユシーは結構嬉しかったよ。
A smile finally returns to Mayuri's face.
でもね、 次はオカリンもコスプレしてくれるともっと嬉しいかも。
Hell yeah!
ああ、考えておく。
That's right, don't think negative thoughts. Yeah, exactly. Think about a fun, bright future.
いいの？本当に？
She's so cute.
マユリ自身もコスプレして参加するの。
Ooh, boom!
それだけじゃなく、ルカ子とそれとクリスティーナも呼ぼう。二人にコスプレさせるよう説得しろ。
Cosplayception. If I cosplayed them cosplaying, would that be a cosplay within a cosplay? Because I know some people cosplay like Shizuku-tan from a Dress Up Darling, and I'm like, that's a fictional property within the Dress Up Darling universe. Is that like a cosplay within a cosplay? Lukaku and Christina to convince them to cosplay first.
そこまでできたなら、真打ちとしてこの俺が狂気のマッドサイエンティスト法院京馬としてコミマに降臨しようではないか。
Maybe I should try. Oh, maybe I should try cosplaying. Oh, there's an idea. Maybe I should. Huh. The next Kamimon takes place this winter. This winter? Damn. Does it happen that frequently? Comic-Con's a once a year for me. I know the Chainsaw Man hype's probably died down by now, but if I went as Denji a second time, because the first Comic-Con was 2024 for me, and I cosplayed as Denji there. And some photos are actually uploaded, by the way, onto my channel if you check the community tab. But I'm just wondering, could I find Reize? I don't know. Reize, best girl. Himeno's great too. She's my second favorite. We'll all be there as if none of this ever happened. All of us laughing and smiling like that. I don't know if I forgot if I bought it or not. I do have the whatchamacallit. There's like a dating sim version of. I heard it takes place on like the Delta World line, or something like that. Yes, the Delta World line, and apparently that's just a fun, chill one where you get to date the girls. I don't know. It's a separate game, but it's obviously it's like the same characters, right? And I'm like, I kind of want to play that. I should. Maybe after I finish Steins Gate, I'll play that.
そっか、道は険しいね。でもね、今ちょっと想像してみたらとっても楽しそう。それにクリスちゃんはコスプレに興味津々みたいだったし、脈あるかも。
Hell yeah!
まゆし、頑張ってみるね。
Sudden change in music. We arrive at the lab. I look up at the second floor, but there's no light in the window. Oddly enough, there's nobody here today. Got a bad feeling about this. Is Mocha going to ambush us? On the previous world line, I forgave Mocha and Tennoji, but that has already been undone. This is a new world line. The Rounders are still alive, and they're still after the time late machine.
Mayuri, ここでちょっと待ってろ。
I motion her to sit and wait on the bench in front, then I carefully check the area. I feel like she might die outside. I know my efforts are likely futile, but still, I want to do anything I can. Anything to give Mayuri a chance, however small, of surviving on this world line. Something tells me it'd be foolish to go straight up to the lab. So first, I decide to check the street for any suspicious people. I walk down the street and towards Kumenabashi Dori, always careful to keep Mayuri in sight. Suddenly, a white station wagon parked at the end of the street fires its engine and takes off in our direction. I can see clearly through the front window. The man in the driver's seat is unfamiliar. But I've seen that station wagon before. It's the same one Mocha used to run us over on a previous world line. The same one Tennoji used to transport the IBN 5100. And now it's bearing down at me full speed. Ooh, action time. I'm in the center of the road. There's nowhere to run. The station wagon flips on its high beams, instantly turning my vision white. I can't move. It's all happening all too fast. I expected an ambush inside the lab. Instead, I'm facing a charging car. What do I do? Fine, I want to die. The world hasn't approved that fate. No, wait, what day is it? This is the first time I've made it to the 17th. Does this mean my death is still undecided? Will I die in Mayuri's place? If that will save her, if that will end this, maybe it's for the best. No, I don't want to die yet. Two contradictory emotions collide in my mind. My body doesn't know which way to turn. Will I be the one to die?
Okari!
Oh, shit. Something slams into my back. I open my eyes. I'm lying on the side of the road. My whole body hurts, but I don't appear to be seriously injured. Someone save me? Mayuri! I look up to see the station wagon's taillights disappearing around the corner. And there, lying in the center of the road, is Mayuri.
Mayuri!
I run to her side. Mayuri's bleeding from her head. The pavement is slick with blood. Did she protect me? That's not what I wanted. I lift her body up in my arms. Her eyes twitch, then slowly open.
Okari.
Mayuri. ごめん。俺のせいで。
Her hand wanders as if seeking something. It reaches for the starry sky. Her eyelids are heavy. They could close any second now. But still she looks straight into my eyes. And for some reason, she smiles.
やっとマユシーはおか役に立てたよ。
Okay, 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 okay.
何よ。
Stardust handshake. Her delicate fingers grasp at the sky, but all they find is empty air. Her arm goes limp. I grab her hand before it hits the ground. Mayuri's no longer breathing. I've seen her die countless times. But this time it's too much. This time it's all my fault. I embraced Mayuri's tattered body, her lifeless, motionless, tattered body. I clench my jaw and bite back my tears.
なマユリここからじゃあんまり星が見えないなこんなのあんまりだろう
Why does she have to die like this? You know damn well why. The only reason this happened is because that is what the world wished for. Her death is unavoidable, the result upon which this world line converges. I knew from the beginning that this would happen. I never imagined she would die saving me, and with a smile on her face.
やっと役に立てたって一体どういう意味なんだよなあ
What do you mean you were finally useful? Tell me, Mayuri. There's no future for Mayuri on this world line. And that brings me once again to the choice. To return to the Beta World line, killing Kurisu. Or do I leave things as they were and accept Mayuri's death? I can't run away. I'm the one who twisted fate. I'm the one who must decide. That blue sky above. I'm on the roof of Rodicon after going back 56 hours with 2 time leaps. I lean against the wire fence and stretch out my legs as I look at the sky. I wanted more time to think, that's why I came back. Last time I spent 2 days refusing to face reality, but that's no longer an option now that I've confirmed Mayuri's death. This time I need to reach a decision. But how? This equation has no solution. No matter what choice I make, someone dies. Well, that was same with Ferris, technically. Wasn't it? From a purely utilitarian standpoint, I should choose the Beta world line where CERN never creates a dystopia. It's not that simple, not for me. There must be some other way. According to Suzuha, 2010 is a point of great divergence at the attractor field level. I think that divergence has already commenced by the time I sent the D-mail reporting Kurisu's death. So when did divergence begin? I can't say for sure, but I think it was the moment we completed the phone wave named subject to change. That was around the middle of July. Dara and I deemed it a failure right after completion. By the time Kurisu was killed, there was already a huge divergence at the attractor field level. Now that I think about it, reading Steiner activated that day when I sent the D-mail that started it all. At that moment, every pedestrian and vehicle on the main street of Akiba suddenly vanished. It feels so long ago. It really is long ago for me. When did I start this? When did I start this series? But now I can finally explain it. That was the moment I shifted from the Beta world line to the Alpha world line. On the Beta world line, where this all began, Suzuha didn't arrive in her time machine. Dr. Nakabachi's conference went again as planned, and a flow of tourists and shoppers throughout Akiba was unimpeded. When I sent the D-mail, events changed on a huge scale, from my perspective at least. On the current world line, Suzuha crashed her time machine into the roofs of Rodicon. Nakabachi's presentation was cancelled, and this part of Akiba was closed to traffic. As I was out on the street when the world line changed, it appeared to me as if thousands of people suddenly vanished. The truth is that they were never there to begin with. Like a magician's trick, it's so obvious once you understand how it works. The real problem is the timing of the D-mail. I moved to the Alpha world line after Kurisu died. If I'd sent the D-mail before she died, then I might have been able to intervene, even now, on this world line. No. That would defy causality. I sent that D-mail because I saw Kurisu's body. That's the way it has to be. Who killed her anyway? Ugh, I don't know. Dramatic irony, I know the answer. It definitely wasn't suicide. What if I identify the murderer and send them a D-mail warning them off? Would that prevent her death? I mean, no one has tried to kill her on this world line, have they? Maybe there's a chance. However, to send that D-mail, I would first have to move to the Beta world line. The more I think about it, the more futile it seems. I've already seen Mayuri die countless times. Everything I've tried to prevent it failed. I understand it all too well. When the world desires someone's death, nothing can stop it. I can't save Kurisu. Kurisu! I thought I was alone, but seems that I was wrong. I turn around to see Kurisu standing in the open door. I avert my eyes. I can't look her in the face, not right now.
こんなところで何してる？
いや、よくここが分かったな。
一人になりたいって言ってたから、確率的に見てここに一番いそうっていう回を導き出した。
あ
あ。だったら一人にさせてくれ。わざわざ探さなくていい。俺は迷子の子供じゃない。
何よ。せっかく人が心配して探しに来たのに。
Exactly. Be nice to her. I mean, I don't actually I don't know. I get why Okabe said that though. Actually, yeah. The more that I think about it, I might say the same thing.
いや、心配はしてないけど。
She's so cute. Right after she gets herself flustered, Kurisu sighs and puts on a serious expression.
私だってあんたのことなんて放っておこうかと思った。ただ一昨日の岡部なんか変だったから。まあいつも変なんだけど、いつも以上にって意味で。くそまずいオートミール食べてる時みたいなしょげっぷりじゃない？何があった？
何も。
だったらなんでセルンへのクラッキングをやめたの？
お前だってクラッキングは良くないと言っていただろう。
タイーホフラグが立ってビビったんですね。わかります。
せめて順法精神に目覚めたと言ってくれ。
全然らしくないな。いつもの独善的な態度はどこ行ったのよ。狂気のマッドサイエンティスト法王院京馬のくせに。
独善的でなんかいられるか。今回ばかりは独善的じゃいられないんだ。
I forced my ego onto others before Suzuha, Ferris, Lukaku. I sacrificed their dreams for the sake of my goal. I justified it by telling myself it was necessary to save Mayuri. I weighed their suffering against the alternative and made my self-righteous choice. But this time, the alternatives are impossible to compare.
仲間のどちらを見殺しにするかって決断を前にして独善的でいられたらむしろどれだけ楽だっただろうな。
どちらかを見殺しってどういう意味？
なあクリスティーナ、俺は所詮ただの学生なんだよ。狂気のマッドサイエンティスト法王院京馬、そんなの全部妄想だ、設定だ。気づかなかっただろ。
That's not true. I feel like the Rintaro we're seeing, right? This is like getting dangerously close to like Steins Gate Zero in Kyoma now. Or Rintaro now. I mean...
いや、初対面時点でなんとなく気づいてましたが。
Yeah, it's obvious.
初対面か。
What if I hadn't found Kurisu's body back then? Let's try imagining that situation. If I hadn't seen Kurisu dead, I wouldn't have interrogated her before the seminar at the ATF. Without her hearing her call me a zombie, she wouldn't have taken interest in me. She wouldn't have come to the lab. Ultimately, we never would have built the time-late machine, leaving me without the means to save Mayuri. Of course, Kurisu would not have become her friend. We would not have become close as we are right now.
答えて岡部。どういう意味なの？
I can't meet her questioning gaze.
どうしても言わないとダメか。
散々相談に乗ってやったでしょ。今さら遠慮するな。
Aww. It's not what this is about.
だったら覚悟してくれ。これから話すのは相談じゃない。お前にとっては死亡宣告になる。
え？
Kreesu's voice cracks a little.
俺は説明したよな。セルにクラッキングをすることでマユリが死ぬことのないベータ世界線へたどり着けると。
2036年のセルンのディストピアもなくなる自由な未来が待ってるバラ色の世界線、そんな風に聞こえた。
バラ色なものかよ。 元凶となった最初の D メール、その内容はお前にも見せたはずだ。ベータ世界線ではそのメールの内容が実際に起きた。
Here's the genius. I have no doubt that she understands.
ベータ世界線ではお前は7月28日にそしてそれはアトラクターフィールド理論による収束のせいでどうしても回避できない。マユリを救おうとするなら俺はお前を見殺しにしないといけないんだ。
Kurisu says nothing. What expression is she making now? I reluctantly sneak a look at her face. She's staring out across the cityscape. Her eyes look distant. I see neither fear nor sadness in her face. She seems accepting. Kurisu is always like this. Always calm no matter what. It's hard to believe she's younger than me. Yeah, by like, what, a year? Her soft chestnut hair blows in the wind. Ooh. She lifts a hand to hold it down.
ねえ、岡部。アトラクターフィールドってどこまで信憑性があると思う？
信憑性？
あれって全部ジョン・タイター、天音さんの受け売りでしょ。2036年時点ではスタンダードらしいけど、その時代の研究者たちは一体どうやってそれが正しいって証明したの？
Ooh! Yeah, baby! Kurisu! This is why you freaking love Kurisu, man! Oh, she's so... Oh, yes! Based Kurisu! Based! God, that's based. Oh, I see where this is going.
理論が間違っていると言いたいのか。だが確かに収束は存在する。俺はそれを身をもって体験した。
収束は正しいとしても、無限個に枝分かれした世界線が重ね合わせ状態になっているっていうのは？
Damn! Kurisu!
俺が世界線を移動すると世界は再構成される。過去から未来までだ。
それって岡部の主観での話でしょ？あんたの脳が認識してる私はベータ世界線に行くと死んでるのよね。それはつまり私が死んでいる世界線と私が死んでいない世界線のうちあんたの主観が前者を選んだってことになるわけだけど、あんたの脳が認識する世界と私の脳が認識する世界は別物かもしれないっていう可能性はないのかな？
The quantum suicide theory is that no matter what I do, I will live the longest that I possibly can. It's because my brain will only perceive the longest world line for me. Although, that doesn't necessarily mean the happiest now that I think about it. Just means the longest. Difference. Brains, huh? I forgot our specialty is brain science.
別物って世界が分裂するということか？
分裂というか電車みたいなものなのかも。
電車？
わかりやすい例を挙げると、
Crazy takes out her phone and starts fiddling with it.
路線図で調べてみたけど、秋葉原から横浜に行くのにどの路線を選ぶか。
お前鉄オタだったのか？
Railroad fanatic and a talk with interest in trains. I like trains. That's still my, if you look over to the little corner of my screen, that's still my, well, actually, no, it only appears at the end of the videos now, but, I don't know about streams. In videos, though, it's still the I like trains kid. That was, like, my first profile pic when I was, little. I still kept a part of that going with me, I guess. I know you're a rail fan.
違う。例えよ、例え。あんたは山手線で東京駅まで出て、そこから東海道本線に乗るのを選んだ。
Teresa keeps talking as she looks at her phone, apparently reading off an itinerary.
でも私は山手線で大崎まで行った後、湘南新宿ラインに乗った。もしかしたら別の人、橋田なんかはそもそもいきなり秋葉原から京浜東北線に乗っちゃうかもしれない。Mayuriなら東京から新幹線に乗るかも。岡部と私は東京駅までは同じ電車に乗ってるけど、そこからは違う線に乗って同じ目的地を目指している。
それを世界に当てはめるとパラレルワールドを主張するのか。
たまには私も妄想ぐらいする。
I think a problem with that logic is then why does anything matter?
でも世界が一つだと誰が証明した？
鈴葉の言葉と俺のリーディングシュタイナーが。
正体不明のタイムトラベラーと原因不明の特殊能力ね。
鈴葉は正体不明では。
彼女が橋田の娘かどうかは誰にも証明できない。2036年から来たかも、ディストピアのことも証明できない。実際に2036年にならないとね。そもそももしリーディングシュタイナーが正しいなら、あらゆる人間の記憶があんたの主観に引きずられていることになる。そんなの無理がありすぎる。もしそうだったら岡部は文字通り神よ。でも現実には神なんていない。世界はあんたを中心に回っているわけじゃない。あんたの脳がそう錯覚させているだけ。世界にとってあんたが神だというなら、同体積の脳を持つ私も世界にとって神になれるわけで。
Don't we already have proof that everyone has like some degree of reading Steiner though?
何が言いたいんだ。
仮に岡部の主観が私が死ぬ世界線を選んだとして、私の主観も同じように私が死ぬ世界線を選ぶとは限らない。それは私の主観がここに存在していることからもわかる。すでにこの世界線は私が死なない世界線なわけだから。あんたの主観がベータ世界線に行ってしまっても、私の主観はここに留まることだってできるのかもしれない。精神はどこにあるかって話。そして私は私の精神をあんたの好きにさせたくない。
What route am I on? The Mayuri or the Kurisu one? I genuinely am curious there.
科学者とは思えないほどのファンタジーな理論だ。
でも可能性はゼロじゃない。だからあんたは何も心配する必要はない。
God damn, this is why Kurisu's the best girl. Jeez. Kurisu smiles. How could she smile? I just told her she's going to die.
私を見殺しにできないって言って悩んでるのよね。でも今の私の仮説で言えば、私は別の可能性世界線で生き続けていける。だからそもそも岡部は悩む必要なんてない。
Aren't you like captured and tortured by CERN on those other world lines though?
仮説は仮説だ。
アトラクタフィールド理論だって仮説。まだ誰にも何も証明されてないから。2036年時点では証明されていたとしても、その証明を今の私たちは確認できないから。そう考えれば未来の可能性は無限よ。
Damn. Carissa turns her back to me after finishing. It's an armchair theory. A daring armchair theory that could quite possibly render meaningless everything I've done up to now. How can Carissa stay so calm? She's just an 18-year-old girl.
ちなみに心配なんかしてくれなくてもいいから。岡部にそんなことされたら結構プライド傷つく。
そんな言い方。もしもし。
Mayuri, hello.
マユリか。
Displayed on the screen is Mayuri's face, devoid of its usual brightness for some reason.
どうした？
あのね、ダル君から聞いたんだ。オカリンがなんだか変だったって。マユシーはコミマに夢中になってて、オカリンのことよく見ててあげられなかったね。
Aww.
いつもならオカリンが元気なかったらすぐに気づくのに。ごめんね。
Don't apologize. You've done nothing wrong.
でね、何かあったの？
She's so sweet. Oh, god damn it. The characters in this game.
オカリン？
I can't tell her. I can't. I've kept it a secret from her all this time. That's the way it has to be. God damn.
何もないよ。
Oh, geez, I'm getting a little emotional myself.
そっか。あのね、前はよくマユシーにいろんな話してくれたよね。
Huh?
例えば、機関には幹部が4人いて、それぞれゲップとスダチと声優と
He's so
タ
cute.
コだっけ？
玄武とスザクと清流と白虎だ。
そうそう、それ。そういうね、オカリンのお話、とっても面白かったな。でも、ねえ、オカリン。
Whoa!
あのね、マユシーのこと、重荷に感じてたら、言ってね。
そんなこと。
えへへ。じゃあ、とりあえず切るね。もしマユシーにいろいろお話ししたいなって思ったら、いつでも電話してくれていいからね。
Aw, she's so sweet.
じゃあ、トゥットゥルー。
Do-do-do. Aw. She hung up on me.
マユリなんだって？
あいつ何が重荷だよ。勝手に自分を責めやがって。いつもは空気を読めないくせに。なんでこういう時だけ。
That's all humans, buddy. I'm afraid. I'm like that. Heck, Okabe's also like that. You're only serious when seriousness matters, isn't it?
重荷ね。
俺は一度だってマユリを重荷に感じたことはない。
Are you sure about that?
だったらそれをはっきり言ってあげればいい。
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to leave Mayuri in the dark. She never looks like she's thinking about anything, and yet she saw my doubt. Either way, I can't tell her the truth.
岡部、
Kurisu sighs, then glares at me.
これまでのあんたなら悩んだりしなかったはず。とりあえずマユリに会いに行くべき。 あの子だっていろいろ思うところがあるんだろうし。
She's right. Even if I don't tell Mayuri the truth, I need to at least tell her something. I'll postpone my decision and go see Mayuri. It's afternoon on the first day of Kamima, and the crowds are finally beginning to thin out. Damn, I mean, to me, like, I freaking love stuff like Comic-Con, so it's... Of course, the industry booths and cosplay areas are still packed, but at least I don't have to wait in line to get in. I've been trying to get in touch with Mayuri for a while now, but she hasn't responded. I checked with Daro, but he hasn't seen her today either. Cosplay ends at 4 p.m. I focus on searching the cosplay area until then, but I still can't find her. Maybe she finished early and went home. I tried calling her home. No luck. They haven't seen her since she left this morning. Where is she? I'm always afraid she'll disappear the second I take my eyes off of her. It's been like that since she lost her grandmother. Aww. So adorable. Maybe it's just my imagination. We've been so close for so long. I saw Mayuri at her weakest and most vulnerable. Maybe that has made me overprotective. But I don't care how other people see us. I can't leave Mayuri alone. I step into the cemetery. I had a feeling. Final resting place of Mayuri's beloved grandmother. When was the last time I came here? For about a year after Mayuri became my hostage, I'd periodically accompany her here. But I don't think I've been here since I entered high school, so it's been about 3 or 4 years. As I get closer to Mayuri's grandmother's grave, I begin to hear a voice. It's Mayuri. I'd recognize that voice anywhere. Sounds like she's talking to someone. I approach quietly. Whoa! Whoa! New cutscene! Mayuri is crouched down, talking to the grave. What a relief, she hasn't disappeared. I decide to watch silently from a short distance away. Oh shit, reading Steiner. For a second, I wonder if she's learned to commute with the dead, but no, she's just talking to herself.
その夢の中ではね、いつもマユシーはひどい目に遭うの。ピストルでバーンって撃たれたり、車の事故に巻き込まれたり、電車にひかれたり。
Yuri... What? Don't tell me...
まるで本当のことみたいですごく痛くてすごく悲しくて誰か助けてって一生懸命声を出そうとするけど出せなくてどうしてそんな夢見るのかな
Does she remember her deaths? All of them? Is she inheriting memories like I do?
でね、その夢の最後はいつも決まってるの。マユシーが泣いてるとね、オカリンが助けに来てくれるんだ。
Aw, that's sweet! Oh, I mean, it's like, this is depressing, but it's also wholesome at the same time.
マユシーはオカリンに、ありがとう、ありがとうって言うんだけど、その声もオカリンには聞こえてなくて。オカリンはマユシーを抱きしめてとっても悲しそうな顔をして
Damn!
泣いちゃいそうだけど絶対に泣かなくてね。でも一生懸命我慢してるのがわかるの。
I have to think of it. Both Ferris and Lukaku remembered their memories from before the past changed. I used to think that memories couldn't be shared between world lines. I used to think that I was the exception with reading Steiner. What do you mean? Have you forgotten? Everyone has reading Steiner to some degree. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe everyone has the same power, and the only difference is how strong it is. Maybe reading Steiner is nothing special after all.
だからマユシーも悲しくなってごめんねごめんねって言うけど やっぱり声は届かなくて、そこでいつも目が覚めるんだ。どうしてこんな夢見るのかな。
Failed so many times to save her. I've watched her die again and again. Everything I've done has been to prevent that from happening. And yet, have the memories of those deaths been tormenting her as she sleeps? I bite my lip in frustration. I still have a terrible decision to make. Do I save Mayuri or do I save Kurisu? There's no perfect ending here. I can't save both. It's one or the other. If I choose Kurisu, then Mayuri's dreams will become reality. I don't want Mayuri to feel any pain. Until now, I've thought only of saving her. That is my goal. But at the same time, I can't let Kurisu die. Again, my thoughts hit the same dead end. Mayuri hasn't noticed me yet. She's still staring at the sky, just as if she was on the day I took her hostage. She's talking to her grandmother in heaven.
あ、そうそう。最近ラボメンクリスちゃんでしょ。萌香さん、ルカ君、フェリスちゃん、それともう引っ越しちゃっていないけど、すずさん。8人だよ。すごいね。
On this world line, they all became lab-bems. However, not a single one of them has sent a D-mail.
最初はオカリンとマユシーの2人だけだったのにね。
Oh, god damn it.
ラボができたばっかりの頃はね、オカリンはあんまり面白そうじゃなかったけど、最近はね、とっても楽しそうなんだよ。
Is that how she sees it? Well, she's not wrong. She really does know me, doesn't she?
そんなオカリンを見てるとね、マユシーも嬉しくなってニコニコできるの。それにね、賑やかだとウキウキしてくるし、特にクリスちゃんはね、アメリカの有名な本に論文が載ったりして、とっても頭がいいんだよ。マユシーは憧れちゃうのです。タイムマシンだって作っちゃうぐらいなんだから。あ、これはオカリンとダルくんも一緒に作ってたけどね。
I really want to say, like, props to Hana Kanazawa. Oh, like, she's... Damn. Then Mayuri falls silent. Her gaze becomes distant. She stands still and looks up to the sky. What could she be thinking?
でもね、たまに思うんだ。最初、マユシーが押しかけて、ラボに二人きりだった時のこと。学校が終わってラボに行くとね、オカリンはいないの。でね、お部屋の片付けしたり、可愛い小物を飾り付けたりしてるうちに、オカリンが少し遅れてやってきて、マユシーがおかえりって言うと、オカリンはただいまとは言わなくて、ご苦労って偉そうに答えてた。その後は毎日2時間ぐらい2人でぼんやり過ごして、一緒に電車でお家に帰るの。その2時間はね、会話なんてほとんどなくて、でも嫌な沈黙とかじゃなくて、ただそこにいるっていう感じで、2人で並んでソファーに座って、オカリンはラボの作戦計画書みたいなのを書いてて、マユシーは漫画読んだりゲームしたりして。
Damn.
たまに思い出したようにね、
Damn.
一緒にお菓子を食べてた。とてもゆっくり 優しく時間が流れてて、それでもいいかななんて思ったり、まるでマユシーは本当に人質になっちゃったみたいだなとかふと思って、一人でえへへって笑ったり、オカリンはニコニコしてるマユシーを見てね、こういうの。
Remember, it was 4 months ago, still spring. The lab wasn't as lively as it is now. It was just an isolated bubble of slow-moving time.
何かいいことでもあったのか？
あのね、いいことはなかったけど、あったよ。
そうか。幻想を見たのだな。それはもしかすると機関の幹部の一人、通称イリュージョンコンダクターからの攻撃である可能性がある。
そっか、じゃあ気をつけなきゃ。でもね、きっとそのイリュージョンコダクさんっていう人は。
コダクさんではない、コンダクターだ。
その人はきっと悪い人じゃないと思うな。
It was nothing, just meaningless chatter to pass the time.
それはマユシーにはすごく心地よくて、なんだか泣きそうなくらい嬉しくて、このままずっと続いてほしいなって思ってた。あ、今の賑やかさが嫌ってわけじゃないんだよ。
Mayuri shakes her head in denial. Finally, she stops looking up at the sky and bows her head instead.
最近ね、オカリンと話す時間ちょっと減っちゃった。だからね、マユシーは寂しくなっちゃったのかもしれないね。
It's true, I haven't had the time to talk to her lately. That's because I've been fighting to prevent her death. Keep her dreams from becoming true. All that so Mayuri will keep smiling. I never again want to see her cry like she did on the day her grandmother died.
でもね、オカリンの重荷にはなりたくないんだ。
Oh shit! That word again, burden. Never thought of her as a burden.
マユシーはいつもオカリンに迷惑かけてばっかりだからね。おばあちゃん、
Mayuri lifts her face once more.
いつまでもこのままじゃいられないよね。
このままでいい。
Oh! And our hero emerges! When I finally speak to Mayuri, she turns my way with a surprised expression. Her face is so soft, so innocent. Slowly, her lips curve into a smile.
オカリンだー。あ、すごいね。どうしてここにいるってわかったの？
I had a feeling. Actually, he did.
人質がどこにいるのか、俺は常に把握しているのだ。
It's thematic to the story.
人質。
だからお前は俺の手からは逃れられん。絶対にだ。
Aww.
そっか。でもね、あんまり無理したらダメだよ。マユシーはね、ちょっぴり心配なのです。
When did I get this giant cut on my finger? Ouch. Mayushi's a little worried.
お前に心配されるほどこの法王院京馬はヤワではないのだ。
But Rintaro is, isn't he?
マユリ、話せる時が来たら全て話す。 だからそれまでお前は何も変わらずにいてくれ。
Mayuri stands up and turns to the grave once more. As an offering, she leaves a brand new white lily, as well as some dango dumplings.
オカリ帰ろ
Damn!
帰る前に団子を食べるんだろ。
Hell yeah! Back when we used to visit the cemetery together, it was part of our daily routine to eat dango on the way back.
うもちろんだよ。
Akiba is empty again today. The otaku have all made the exodus to Kamima for the second day of the battle. But come nightfall, they'll return to Akiba like a victorious army, laden with spoils, and the streets will be chaos. By the way, I just want to say, like, it is absolutely insane the degree of, like, how even, like, the little background characters are so well drawn. I feel like I just had an emotional reset just now as I, like, looked around, as I, like, played around the OBS. Come nightfall, they will return to Akiba like a victorious army, laden with spoils, and the streets will be chaos. I know Dara's gone to Kamima. Question is, has Mayuri news? I hope she has. I want things to be normal again. I remember what I heard yesterday, the feelings Mayuri expressed at her grandmother's grave. The events of last week have affected her as well. As I escorted Mayuri home from the cemetery, I spent the whole night racking my brain for a third option, a way out of this mess. My thoughts were a jumble, ideas coming and going too fast to judge which were right and which were wrong. But of course there isn't a right choice here. For in the end, it always comes back to the same question. Who do I let die? And no matter how I try to dance around it, the answer is always the same. I can't choose. Is there no one else who can make this decision? No. Even if it were, I know I'd never accept their choice, whichever it happened to be. Once again, I'm headed to the roof of Roddycon. I had to get out of the lab. Mayuri or Kurisu might return at any moment, and I can't face them now. I look up the sky. The clouds are dark and heavy. It could start raining any minute now. I thought I was alone, but someone was here before me. Kurisu is lying in the middle of the roof, arms and legs spread as if making a snow angel. Kurisu! Oh. The image of Kurisu in a pool of blood flashes through my mind. Is she alright? I run towards her, but before I make it halfway, she suddenly sits up and turns to face me.
Okabe ka.
生きてたか。
What a dumb thing to say. Fortunately, it looks like Kurisu didn't hear me. She's busy combing her disheveled hair with her fingers. I breathe a silent sigh of relief.
そっか。ここだとあんたと会っちゃう可能性があること忘れてた。
何をしていたんだ。
考え事。
そうか。
Was she thinking about her death? I don't know what to say, so I keep my mouth shut. Kurisu appears to be in the same boat. She's staring at the capsule toy dispenser in the corner, her face wearing the usual frown. The awkward silence drags on. If you think about it, Kurisu's fate rests in my hands. My decision will determine whether she lives or dies. Her fantastic hypothesis yesterday was a desperate attempt to construct a scenario where she doesn't die. Even if she believes that her theory is correct, it must be difficult for her to avoid imagining her own death. I keep instinctively looking up to the clock to see the time, and then I realize, no, I can't. I force a smile. I'm getting really uncomfortable here.
俺はもう行く。
Damn, I was expecting to have a sarcastic remark like, "Since when do mad scientists have manners?" or something. Just then, something cold lands on the tip of my nose. When I look up, raindrops start landing on my forehead. An evening shower. It's only going to get more intense, and quickly. Creaser hasn't moved a muscle. She's just standing there with her arms folded, staring at the ground as if she doesn't notice the rain at all.
おい、雨が降ってきてるぞ。
She's acting strange, like her mind is elsewhere. I know it. She's thinking about...
ってうわっ
Whoa, downpour! In less than a minute, the rain turns into a full downpour. We had no time to seek shelter. Grisu's scream is drowned out by the roar of rain.
びっくり。
夕立を甘く見たな。
Now safely inside the building, we take a moment to catch our breath. It's been a week since Suzuha's time machine disappeared, but Radicon is still closed. The lights are off and it's pretty dark inside.
もっと早く忠告してよ。おかげで下着までびしょ濡れじゃない。
Whoa!
右に同じく。この暗さに助けられたな、助手よ。
どういう意味？
Yeah.
もしラジカンが営業していたら、今頃お前のあられもない姿が多くの人間の前にあらわにされていただろう。
Whoa, unbecoming! Hey, Kurisu is plenty sexy. Okay, shut up. Oh, cute. Even in the dim light, I can tell Kurisu's scrambling to cover her chest.
あんたも変態だってこと忘れてた。
Well, come on! It's like, you know what? Whatever.
自分から下着までびしょ濡れだと申告しておいてよく言う。
Not wrong.
これ以上口聞かないで。下着の色とかよくも妄想したな。許さないから。
妄想などしてない。
She's too self-conscious. But the color of her underwear, huh? Gotta be white. I mean, now that that you would bring up a very good question, Kurisu. That's now I'm kind of curious.
冷えるか。
だから脱いで乾かせって？ふざけないで。変態の手に引っかかるもんか。
I don't think that will make you any.
誰もそんなこと言ってないだろう。少し落ち着け。
She's so cute.
ま、たとえ服を脱いだとしても、この暗さだから案ずることはない。お前の貧相なヌード姿は誰にも見られることは。
How dark is it? Jeez.
それ以上喋ると、あんたの大脳新皮質をポン酢につけて高級料亭で提供してやるんだから。
Weirdly specific.
すまん。
Aww. Please spare me that horror. Still, these wisecracks are a welcome distraction.
夕立ならすぐに止むわよね。それまで待つか。
I see Kurisu's shadowy form move to sit on the staircase. I sit next to her.
なんで横に。
What? Ahaha.
なんで？
Whoa!
喋るなと言ったのはお前だ、クリスティーナ。
あんまり近くに来ないでよ。今ぐらいの距離が限界だから。これ以上離れるとは言わないけど、これ以上近づいたら押し返すからな。
She's blushing! Oh my god, I've got the biggest smile on my face right now. Our bodies gradually grow cold. We start shivering. Maybe I should take off my wet clothes. If I do, Kurisu will just call me a perv again. Better not. My eyes gradually adjust to the darkness. Whoa! Oh, now I have 2 CGs I could use for cutscenes. Which do I choose? The dilemma. I can see Kurisu more clearly now, but we can't see the underwear. That is a shame. Ah. She's huddled up against the wall.
こっち見んな。
バカな。この暗さでは俺がどこを見ているかなどわからないはず。
Does she have infravision?
やっぱり見てたのか？
Damn, she is leading question on me. Well, no, I assume she could like vaguely like guess, considering her eyes should have also adjusted to the darkness by now. That's such a high level technique. I avert my eyes from Kurisu and take off my lab coat. That's why I notice my coat is torn at the shoulder.
屋上から避難した時にどこかに引っ掛けたか。
何の話？
いや、上着の肩口が破れかけていた。
岡部ってドジっ子だったの？
Apparently so.
俺はマッドサイエンティスト属性であってドジっ子属性など持っていない。
Who says you can't be both? Seems like forever since I've talked to Kurisu as Hoin Kiyoma.
はいはい。
Kurisu suddenly holds out her hand.
ほら、貸しなさいよ。
何？
ちょうどソーイングセット持ってるから
Oh,
縫ってやると言っている。
convenient.
ソーイングセットだと？お前が？
悪いか。
I hand over my coat as that. Can you even do that in the darkness?
実験大好きっ子のくせにそんな家庭的なものを？
Hey, who says a person can't have multiple traits?
実験大好きっ子であると同時に家庭的な女の子かもしれないじゃない。
Exactly.
家庭的な女の子なのか？
It's called gap mowing. Oh, it's called gap mowing, Okabe. You wouldn't understand. Actually, probably does.
相対的に見れば家庭的かもね。と言っても日本の女子高生の家庭的女の子指数がどれくらいか知らないけど。
There's an index now. There's an index for that? Oh. Ha! There is now. First time I've heard of it. Kurisu skillfully threads the needle despite the darkness. Do you have infravision?
濡れてるから針が通りにくいな。
Maybe best not to do it right now.
本当に偶然持っていたのか？
しつこい。そんなに私がソーイングセット持ってたら悪いの？
I mean, that's kind of a random thing to be carrying around with you.
悪いとは言っていないが、まるで狙ったかのようだったからな。
Yeah. I mean, my grandma has a sewing kit. She doesn't carry it around with her. Do we have one? We might. I don't know. I'll have to dig around a little.
つまりあんたが服を破ってしまうのを見越してあらかじめ用意していたって言ってもらいたいんですね。わかります。
Well, I mean, aren't sewing kits fairly big? Are they? I'm gonna start sounding like an idiot if I start saying this sort of shit for too long, so I will just shut up.
そんなわけあるか。それと勘違いしないでほしいんだけど、別に好きで縫ってあげてるわけじゃないんだからね。
Yeah, we get it, Kurisu. I'm not saying anything.
出たな、ツンデレセリフ。
茶化すな。あんたが偶然服を破って、私は偶然ソーイングセットを持っていた。だから縫ってあげている。それだけ。
Did you borrow it?
偶然ね。
I mean, it's a very awful convenience. Like, I don't think that's not something people just casually carry around.
まさかお前タイムリープしているということはないよな。
つまり あんたが服を破ってしまったからタイムリープして事前にソーイングセットを用意したって言ってもらいたいんですね。
Well,
わかります。
you are the experiment loving girl, aren't you?
そんなわけあるか、そんなわけあるか。大事なことなので2回言いました。アンダースタン
確かに。わざわざタイムリープして対策を練るならば、ソーイングセットではなくタオルを用意しておくのが先だからな。
Or an umbrella.
何それ、皮肉なんかばっかり。
I like the banter between the two. After working for a while, Carissa cuts the string with her teeth and hands me back my coat.
ほら、
ありがとう。
出来については暗くて確認できないけど、もし仮に出来が悪くても私の腕のせいじゃない。この暗さのせいよ、きっと。ちなみに糸の色についても何が出るかお楽しみに。
色もランダムなのか。
It's a gotcha. It's a gamble. See, and now you're happy again because gambling is fun.
黒か赤かピンク。確率は3分の1。
Oh god, I think that would be hilarious.
せめてピンクが出ないように祈ろう。
I hope it is. That would be very funny.
寒いか。
まあね。
俺の上着を羽織るか。
Whoa! Whoa! Gentlemen! Ooh, Okabe being cool. I like that. I like that.
それだって濡れてるでしょ。
まあ、そうだが。
Silence again. Ay, ay, ay. The words flow so naturally when it's just harmless banter, but 1 second of silence and we suddenly have nothing to say. That's conversation, that's how conversation is, my friend. That's just how it is. It must have been because of what happened yesterday. Well, I guess that probably compounds it. I'm so desperate to avoid the topic of that nothing seems safe. I know I need to say something, but what?
結論は出た。
Her voice is barely a whisper, but I could hear her clearly in the silence of the empty stairwell. I look at Kurisu. She's hugging her knees to her chest, presumably against the cold. My decision. I know what she means. That's why I can't answer.
まだ悩んでるの？あんたってまゆりのこと好きなんでしょ？
何？
Hmm? Where did that come from? Kurisu keeps staring off into the darkness.
ただの錯覚かもしれないけど、私の心の中に奇妙な記憶というかデジャブみたいなものがある。そこではあんたはまゆりを助けようと必死になってて、一人で傷つきながら、それでも前に突き進もうとしてるの。
It's not deja vu. She's remembering. Kurisu too.
そんな岡部が私に相談をしてきて、そのひたむきに頑張ってる姿を見て、私も力になってあげたいと思ったり。って別にあんたを助けたいって思ったわけじゃないからな。私はあくまでまゆりを助けたいだけであって。とにかく私にはなぜかそんな錯覚が記憶のように残ってる。
So Kurisu's the same. She still has faint memories from previous world lines.
自己分析してみたけど、夢で見たものを現実と思い込んでるのか、単なる願望か、それぐらいの結論しか出なかった。ただこれだけははっきりしてる。あんたは マユリを助けるべきなのよ。
怖くないのか。
To save Mayuri, I must undo the current world line. If I do that, Kurisu will die.
なんだか廃墟に迷い込んだみたい。
I don't know. I've heard some people say that, like, Kurisu and Okabe have really good chemistry, and I agree with that. It is absolutely fucking godly. But some people are like, it's like, say that, oh, Mayuri and Okabe don't have any at all. For me, I honestly can't really make the choice either, because I think it's good. I think both of them, like, this moment right here, I don't know. There's just so much tension between the two. Jesus, I like it. But I don't know, I can't really... I don't know, I feel like Okabe and Mayuri also make a decent pair. I know this is like the quote-unquote canon one, but you know. Kurisu suddenly changes the subject. She looks around the dark, empty stairwell.
まるで世界中の電源が切られて、
What is this tension? Jesus.
私たちだけ取り残されたみたい。
oh, la la.
ふと思うんだ。もしあんたがベータ世界線に行ったとする。みんなも一斉にそっちに移動するとしたら、私だけは移動できない。私だけが取り残される。
Well, I assume you'd just live in a...
そうしたら世界中がこの場所みたいになっちゃうのかな。
I guess this is emotional for her, but I feel like not really. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't she just be living around husks then? People who are... See, that's why it doesn't work. It's because... Never mind.
所詮これも仮説の一つだけど。
Well, it's not like... Well, it's not like people would stop functioning, right? Like, they would still continue to live. In that sense, they're infinite people. Infinite copies of you.
俺は
I need to say it.
お前も救う。マユリだけじゃなくてお前も。
できもしないこと言わなくていい。
Kurisu cuts me off sharply, then buries her face in her knees.
怖くないかってさっき聞いた。怖いに決まってるでしょ。自分が消えるかもしれない。自分だけが取り残されるかもしれない。あるいはあんただけがこの世界線からいなくなるかもしれない。誰もあんたがいなくなったことを認識してない世界がずっと続いていって、私は何事もなかったかのようにアメリカに帰るかもしれない。かもしれない。かもしれない。かもしれない。そんないろんな可能性を考えて、その度に絶望的な気分になる。でも
Kurisu raises her head and spears me with her glare.
だからマユリを見殺しにしろなんて言えると思う？
クリス。
Damn. Kurisu's so... God damn.
もうなんか寒いな。
Kurisu grabs her own arms. In the darkness, I could see her shoulders shaking.
濡れてる服着てる青年。たく。ダメだ。こんなの全然論理的じゃない。仮説にすらなってない。全部根拠のない妄想。こんなしょうもない妄想を垂れ流す脳の機能をカットしてやりたい。
Now she's talking to herself in an angry tone. Kurisu has always been calm when faced with the unknown. I admired her for that. I thought she was facing this calmly too. It's all people. But I was wrong. Behind her cool facade, she was struggling to cope with the knowledge that her very existence was in jeopardy. She was fighting that fear all alone, and now it has finally come to the surface. Of course she's afraid. However brilliant it may be, she's just an 18-year-old girl. Kurisu abruptly stands up. I realize that I no longer hear the sound of rain pounding on the roof.
聞いて、岡部。
Damn.
両方救うのは無理。そうでしょう。どうあがいたって確率は2分の1なの。
だが
じゃない。私の結論は変わらない。まゆりを助けて。
Whoa! Jeez. You hear the pain in her voice and also the resolve. I assume, like, the fact that the Alpha world line leads to ruin probably has a part of that to play as well. Or the Beta world line is... Was it Alpha or Beta? I forget. I look away and clench my fist. My nails dig into the palms of my hands.
そう簡単に諦めろっていうのか。お前を見捨てろっていうのか。そんなのできるはずがないだろ
う。できるかできないかじゃない。あんたをやらなくちゃいけない。それしか道はない。
ダメだ。お前は俺たちの大切な仲間だ。俺はお前も見捨てない。
岡部。
Kurisu drops to her knees and grabs me by the collar. Ooh la la. Sorry, I'm still hit brain rotted by a particular scene from Omegami SS. I gasp for breath as she stares into my eyes. Her eyes are hard and stern. Damn. It's always like this when she scolds me. Always the same glare.
他に解決策があるの？ないんでしょ？私はまゆりを犠牲にしてまで生きていたくない。もしまゆりを助けなかったらあんたを一生恨むから。
This can't be happening. I hate this choice with no right answer. I hate the world for being so cruel. Most of all, I hate for forcing Kurisu to speak the words when she's the one with the most to lose. Oh, no, the clock's down here. Tears well up in my eyes, but I bite my lip and I hold them back. Is there really no other way? I can't bear it. I look straight back at Kurisu and she holds me by the collar. And I tightly embrace her slender body. Yo! Her clothes are still wet from the rain, but all I feel is warmth radiating from the core of her being.
お前はここにいるのにこんなのあんまりだ。
Tension drains from her back and her hands. She gives her whole body over to my embrace.
ありがとう。私のためにそこまで苦しんでくれて。
Jesus, there's a lot of the romantic tension. The sexual? Well, not quite.
でももう十分。私は大丈夫だから。あとはまゆりのことだけ考えて。
Despite her fear, Kurisu has made her choice. It's time for me to do the same. I decide, here and now. The future of the world, which friend to let die. Holding Kurisu tightly, I whisper into her ear.
すまない。
A meaningless apology.
俺はまゆりだけはどうしても救いたいから。
These words are a death sentence, but I force myself to speak them. It takes every ounce of willpower I possess.
お前を助けられない。
Mayuri route. Welp. When I finish, I feel as if a great weight has left my shoulders. At the same time, as if 1,000 needles are stabbing into my heart. Kurisu weakly returns my embrace. Then she lets go and stands up.
さてと、
There's already a look of relief on her face.
先に帰る。
帰るってどこへ？
To America?
ラボに決まってるでしょ。服を乾かさないと。シャワーも浴びたいし。
In that case, we should go back together. Before I can suggest it, Kurisu beats me to the punch as if she read my mind.
あんたはそこでずぶ濡れのまましばらく待ってて。
ん？
わかった？
We can't go back together. That's her verdict.
わかった。
I hang my head and shut my eyes. Kurisu's footsteps fade into the distance. I wrap my arms around my body. Even though it's summertime and sweltering hot, I can't stop my body from shaking. I realize that a part of me relieved that Kurisu left alone. At least I won't have to face her again, to look upon the face of the girl I chose to... To look upon the face of the girl I chose to let die. I made a typo here. I'm a coward. The laugh of madness. My self-loathing echoes in the darkness. No. I wait for about 2 hours before returning to the lab. Kurisu is already gone when I get there. How close am I to the ending? Do I? I don't know. Well, no, it has 10 chapters. I'm pretty darn close to the end. Okay, you know what? Power through this. Because I do have stuff, promises I've made after this, but no, we're going through. We're reaching the end. I wait for about 2 hours before returning to the lab. Kurisu is already gone when I get there. All she left is a single email. I sit down on the sofa. While drying my hair with the towel, I look towards the PC in the corner of the room. It's already connected to the IBM 5100, ready for Dara to start hacking. I already got in touch with him. The hacking starts tomorrow at noon. I drove myself further into the corner by telling that to Daro. Now I can't turn back, no matter how much I want to. I chose Mayuri. I will let Kurisu die. Showering didn't soften the wrenching pain in my heart. In truth, I'm just riding on Kurisu's resolve. Mine is still a flimsy thing. You're too harsh on yourself, man. Can't help but wonder, is this really okay? Really?
誰かいますか?
Mayuri opens the door and enters. For a moment, after she catches sight of me, she looks ready to burst into tears. But that quickly gives way to a smile.
オカリンだ.
Aww.
どうした？
なんとなく来てみたの。
I swallow hard. Maybe I should explain the situation to Mayuri. I know she'll feel guilty if I tell her. Mayuri doesn't need to know. Everything will be okay as long as we crack CERN's database and reach the Beta World line.
最近ね、オカリンと話す時間ちょっと減っちゃった。でもね、オカリンの重荷にはなりたくないんだ。
Can I really let it end like this? Shouldn't I tell her what Kurisu is sacrificing for her sake?
もしかしてシャワー浴びてたの？
Aww. I love Mayuri's like staring into the camera look. Mayuri moves behind the sofa, grabs a bath towel on my head, and starts rubbing my hair dry.
おかりん、シャンプーのいい匂いがするね。
Aww. Didn't mind the towel so much, but then she buries her nose into my hair and starts sniffing.
やめんか。
I jerk my head away. Mayuri goes back to drying my hair.
今日ね、コミマ行かなかったよ。
なぜだ。
おかりんのこと気になっちゃったのです。
She's a sweetheart.
おかりんの辛そうな顔を思い出したらね、コミマを楽しんでなんかいられないなって。だから有明まで行ったけど参加せずに帰ってきたの。
Damn.
そうか。悪かったな。心配かけて。
Should I tell her? Should I keep her in the dark?
最近ね、オカリンと話す時間ちょっと減っちゃった。だからね、マユシーは寂しくなっちゃったのかもしれないね。
マユリ、もし俺がお前に隠し事をしてるって言ったらどう思う？
実はオカリンとクリスちゃんは付き合っていますっていうびっくりなこと？
なぜそうなる？
でもね、オカリンとクリスちゃんはとっても
Whoa!
仲がいいでしょ。二人はお似合いだと思うな。
Got a shipper here.
そんな話をしているんじゃないんだ。
So, wait, Kurisu thinks that Okabe likes Mayuri, and Mayuri thinks that okay.
ああ、うん。全部話してほしいなんて思ってないよ。人質だからね、どっちかっていうと何にも教えてもらえないのが普通だもん。
そんな話をしているんじゃないんだ。
I look. Mayuri's hand leaves my head. I look over my shoulder in panic, thinking she wandered off again. She's there. I grab her hand, perhaps more forcefully than I meant to.
マユシーはオカリンの重荷にはなりたくないよ。
She's so adorable. Again.
だからオカリンが言ってくれるまで待つの。昨日もそう言ったよ。
一生言わないかもしれないぞ。
それはね、とっても気になっちゃうけど、でもしょうがないかな。
その隠していることがお前に関係していることでも。
マユシーに？
俺はお前を傷つけたくなくて話さないでいるんだ。
Damn breaks.
そのせいでオカリンは辛い顔してるのかな。 ね。話してほしいな。オカリンが辛そうなの見たくないもん。
それでお前は傷ついてもいいっていうのか。
Mayuri replies with a gentle smile. Share the hurt together. Aw, she's so sweet. She nods without any hesitation. Her smile is so sincere. It strikes me speechless.
昨日もさっきも言ったよ。マユシ、マユシーがおばあちゃんのことで苦しかった時、オカリンはマユシーを人質にしてくれたでしょ。だからね、もしオカリンが苦しい時はマユシーが力になってあげたいってずっと思ってたんだよ。マユシーなんかじゃちっとも役に立たないかもしれないけど。
Useful. Suddenly I remember. Mayuri's going to die tomorrow. I've been through it once before. She died protecting me and her last words were,
やっとマユシーはオカリンの役に立てたよ。
So this is what she meant.
だからね、これ以上辛い顔しないでほしいな。
分かった。
That's really how she feels. And I'll tell her everything. I let go of Mayuri's hand and pat the sofa beside me.
ここに座るんだ。
Mayuri does. She looks like she's actually sitting.
おやつ持ってきていい？
お前は空気が読めないな。
そうだね。
Mayuri sits up straight with her hands folded in her lap.
じゃあどうぞ。
Aww. Hanakana-sama does a really good job, I just want to say.
これから話すことは全部事実だ。お前が見た夢とも関係している。
Oh
そ
lordy.
して俺はこの後お前のために仲間を犠牲にするつもりだ。
オカリン。
Anxiety clouds Mayuri's face, but I ignore it and take her chin in my fingers. Switch is already flipped inside of me.
せいぜい後悔するがいい。この俺、狂気のマッドサイエンティストである法王院京馬が行ってきた恐るべき所業の数々を聞いてな。
I feel like Okame's VA is pretty good too, though. I don't know his name. I could probably look it up right now, but I won't. I'll do it afterwards. But it's just like there's a bit of. I feel like there's a bit of pain in that. So I'll try and act haughty, but there's a bit. And so I begin speaking as the mad scientist whose foolish experience brought everything to ruin. I start with the first raid on the lab. I tell Mayuri how Mocha killed her. Next I tell her about Suzuha and Ferris and Lukaku, Mocha, FB, and Nai. I describe their fates in every detail. And finally I tell her about Kurisu.
すなわちマキセ・クリスを生贄として俺は新たなる世界へと旅立つのだ。
Oh, he's... There's a lot to explain, and Mayuri kept asking questions, desperate to understand the strange concepts I was throwing at her. Thanks to that, the conversation went on longer than expected. It's already getting late. It's already tomorrow.
以上がこの俺法王院京馬が考えた壮
Wait a
大な
sec.
計画、その名もメイドインヘブンで
JoJo reference! Yo, that's a that's not a JoJo reference, is it? Finally, it's over. Mayuri says nothing. She's staring at her hands, which are clenched into tiny, trembling fists. She looks ready to cry at any second.
なぜそんな顔をしている
Mayuri shakes her head and bites her lip.
オカリンもクリスちゃんも苦しんでたんだね。なのにマユシーはのんきにコスを作ってた。こんなのバカみたいだよ。マユシーは何にも知らなかった。
お前が責任を感じる必要はないのだ。全てはこの俺による計画なのだからな。幻滅したかマユリ。だが俺は仲間を平気で犠牲にできる男。故にお前がベータ世界線に行きたくないと言ってもそれを聞き入れるつもりはない。お前には俺の人質として絶対に最後まで付き合ってもらうぞ。
And we now see how this is a defense mechanism.
世界に訪れる混沌、これこそがシュタインズゲートの選択なのだ。
Mayuri ignores my performance. She gets to her feet and lurches towards the door. I quickly grab her by the wrist.
おい、どこ行く？
クリスちゃんに会いに行かなきゃ。ねえオカリン、クリスちゃんに会いたいよ。
Mayuri's so sweet. There's no way I could refuse Mayuri's request. "4 p.m. I contacted Kuritsu. We arranged to meet on UPX overpass at 4:30 p.m. in the morning. I'm wondering why she wants to meet so early, but I understand once I see her. She's dragging a large suitcase.
お見送りご苦労。
I like that. I like the way she says that. It's so... She faces us with a smile.
そのスーツケース、まさか。
I mean, it's not gonna matter in a few moments, isn't it?
ああ、そういうことよ。
帰るのか、アメリカに。
Kurisu nods.
もともと8月の頭には帰る予定だったんだけど、どっかのマッドサイエンティストに捕まって予定より長めの滞在になっちゃった。
By the way, I forget what her name was, but I checked Kurisu's VA, and I don't think she has, like, that many roles outside of being Makise Kurisu. Makise Kurisu. You know, fuck it, I am looking this up. Fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, I don't think she has many roles that I know of. Oh, she's in roles as recently as 2025. Well, Rod. Steins Gate Bittersweet Intermedio Valentine. I did not know that was a thing. I'm gonna have to watch that. It was in 2018. It was Steins Gate 0. Oh, okay. Yeah, her most prominent role, Missing Link Divided by Zero. Wait, I actually don't think I've seen these, like, OVAs. Because Steins Gate was one of the first animes I ever saw. I didn't, like, check out the OVAs and stuff. Nowadays, if there's an anime I really love, I check out all the side material, but actually, I don't think I've seen this. Yeah, no, it really feels like... Well, she was an Idol Master. Is that... I'm not familiar with the franchise, but I don't know if this Chihaya girl is, like, Yayoi Tsubaki? But yeah, no, it's like, she doesn't seem to have any major roles. Okay, never mind. It seems she's well known for giving voices to Chi Haya Kisaragi and the Idol Master. Okay, so maybe she is significant. I don't know. BlazBlue. Corpse Party. Corpse Party! I've heard of this before. Oh, maybe I should play this someday. I should watch the anime as well. There's the anime, right? OVA series. Yeah, she doesn't have that many. Okay, so I'm just looking around. I know I'm getting distracted. I don't mean this is a roast, but it's always been surprising how she hasn't voiced anything quite as significant as Kurisu. She's super talented, deserves all the roles. Top Reddit comment in the birthday. Happy 38th birthday to Asame Imai. I know, it's like... She sings a second ending to Steins Gate Zero. Yeah, it's like, I'm so surprised. Why is she not in more stuff? It feels so weird. I'm sorry about that giant... Anyways.
もう私が手伝えることもないだろうし、後腐れなくって意味でもいいでしょ。
Is she doing this for me? Or is she trying to outrun her fear? It's not my right to stop her. Even if I did, it wouldn't change anything. Today, as planned, I will crack CERN's database and move to the beta world line. I've made my decision. Mayuri's next to me, standing with her head hung.
Mayuri? どうしたの？具合悪いの？
I gently nudge her back.
ほら、マユリ。
She takes one step, pauses for a second, then leaps onto Kurisu with a cry. Whoa! Whoa! I like this CG.
どうしたの？いきなり。
マユシーはね、クリスチャンがいなくなるの。やだよ。
Kurisu sees a desperate plea in Mayuri's voice. She gives me a look that asks, "Did you tell her?" I silently nod.
マユシーのためなんかに消えたりしないで。ね。
Oh, this is so sweet.
マユリ。
マユシーだってクリスチャンを犠牲にしてまで生きていたくないよ。
I expected Mayuri might say that. It's absolutely essential that I remain firm. I feel bad for Kurisu, but it needs to be said.
それは許されない。俺はマユリを選んだのだ。マユリには救われる義務があるのだ。
Pain stabs through my heart. These words are reprehensible.
クリスはお前のために命を投げ出すという契約をこの俺と交わした。それを保護にすれば最悪がこの地を襲うだろう。
And here's the thing. Okabe's not even LARPing this time. Like, the world is actually doomed. Clench my fist, tight to suppress my self-loathing.
クリスの思いを無駄にするな、マユリ。
でも
ありがとう、マユリ。
Kurisu wraps her arms around Mayuri's back, returning the hug.
でも私はもう自分の中で結論を出したし、納得もしてるから。知ってる？あんたって岡部にものすごい愛されてるって。
何を言い出すのだ。
事実でしょ。
She gives me a mischievous smile.
だからマユリが死んだら
Dang!
岡部はすごく悲しむ。岡部にそんな思いさせたくないでしょ。
でもクリスちゃんがいなくなったらマユシーは悲しいよ。
Damn!
そうね。会えなくなると寂しいかな。でもどうせ私は生きてたってアメリカに帰るつもりだったわけだし。
That's not what she's talking about.
だから別の世界線に行っても私はアメリカにいるものだと思えばそう大した違いはない。
It's not the same.
そういう問題じゃないもん。クリスちゃんが消えちゃうのが嫌なんだもん。ねえ、やめよう。クリスちゃんが消えることないよ。
Kurisu separates from Mayuri and gazes straight into her face.
これ以上私や岡部を困らせたらダメ。
She uses a gentle tone as if speaking to a child. Then she lightly bumps Mayuri on the head.
岡部、もう真由里の手を離しちゃダメよ。
分かってる。
それじゃあ私は行くから。
Oh, there's a pang of toy. There's a pang of pain right there.
もう二度と岡部の顔見なくて済むと思うとせいせいするわ。
Cope. It's copium. She punctuates her insult with a smile. She's so cheerful now, a far cry from the shivering girl in the dark. To see her like this breaks my heart. I'm so sorry. I repeat the words in my heart again and begging for forgiveness. Kurisu turns to go.
クリスちゃん、行かないで。行かないでよ。
ついてこないで。
She shouts all over her shoulders. Mayuri freezes.
同情なんてしないで。惨めになるだけだから。これは私が決めたことなの。真由里に何を言われたってもう揺るがない。さよなら真由里。
Damn.
約束よ。
Damn.
あんたは
With
幸
that,
せになりなさい。
with that, Kurisu walks away. Early morning Akihabara, well before sunrise. The trains are just starting to run. She disappears into the station, dragging her suitcase behind her, alone. Mayuri falls to her knees, her face streaked with tears. As they approach, I hear her voice.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ご
お前が謝る必要はない。すべてはこの俺の決断だ。
Yeah, but
クリスには消えてもらう。俺は、そして世界には俺が望む混沌が訪れるのだ。俺が許せないか、マユリ。ならば恨めばいい。だがそれでもお前には最後まで付き合ってもらう。俺はお前を救うためにクリスを。だからお前がどれだけ俺を恨もうと、俺の意見に反対しようと、もう後戻りするつもりはない。俺の野望は誰にも止められない。
Mayuri slowly stands up. Then she buries her face into my chest just like she did with Kurisu.
オカリンオカリンの本当の気持ち聞きたいよ。
How I really feel. Mayuri looks straight up into my eyes.
オカリンが心の中で思ってることを素直な言葉で聞きたいよ。マユシーはね、もう重荷になりたくないから。
なってねえよ。なってるわけないだろ。これは俺のエゴだ。俺がお前を助けたいだけだ。お前を失いたくないだけだ。
ありがとう、オカリン。ありがとう。
Mayuri tries her hardest to smile through her tears. Once again, she buries her face into my chest.
いつも見てた怖い夢もそこに出てくるかっこいいオカリンもきっと夢なんかじゃなかったんだね。
Oh, she's remembering! Yo, she's remembering!
ずっとマユシーを助けようとしてくれてたんだね。ねえオカリン、マユシーはね、オカリンの大好きだよ。
Whoa!
オカリンがいてくれるからマユシーは毎日笑っていられるんだよ。これからもずっと一緒にいていい？
当たり前だ。
Answer Mayuri with my embrace.
そんなの当たり前だろ。一緒にいてくれないと俺が嫌だ。
あのね、マユシーは幸せになるよ。クリスちゃんと約束したから。
あ
幸せにしてください。
あ
離さないでください。
ああ
ずっと大好きでいさせてください。
Oh, this is sweet. I like this. I like this a lot. The radiance of the rising sun pours out between the buildings. Daybreak. As the skies grow brighter, we remain in our embrace as if to reassure each other that we are still here.
それではこれよりオペレーションベルダンディ最終フェーズを開始する。
Mayuri and Dar turn to me and nod. Today's the last day of Kamima. Dar wanted to attend, of course, but a little begging convinced him to prioritize the operation. I take a look around the lab. These last 20 days have been madness. It's incredible to think that at one point this lab had a whole 8 members. Now we're back to 3. The memories we made. You could always bring Ferris and Lukaku back in, though. The memories we made, the experiences we shared. To save my area, I will undo them all. There's sorrow in me. Guilt, too. I engraved them deep inside my heart. I'll never forget, I mustn't forget these long yet short summer days. Still, I chose to erase our memories. I chose to return everything to normal. Suzuha's mission is irrelevant. I'm not doing this for the future. As long as Mayuri lives, nothing else will matters.
ダル 始めてくれ。
いいんだな。
ああ。
オキドキ。
Gar starts typing on the IBM 5100. It's already connected to his main computer. This will get us into CERN's central database, which can only be interfered by using the IBM 5100, where they keep the data they mine with Echelon. There we will locate the first email I sent on July 28th and erase all trace of its existence. With this, I can reach the Beta World line. At last, Mayuri will be safe. I look at Mayuri. She's on the couch, sitting straight as a ramrod with her grandmother's pocket watch pressed to her ear. She stays still, her eyes closed. With her... Oh, hold on. I didn't know I had comments. I'm starting to cry right now. Sorry, I didn't see you. I didn't see you. Yes, Maximilian. Hey, you should stay around for more, because, trust me, this is not the last episode. Even if the game ends here, because I'm going to do the Carissa route next. That's probably going to be a video, not a stream, though. I will point that out. Whenever Mayuri wants to calm down, she listens to the sound of that pocket watch. Ever since we parted with Karisu, Mayuri has said nothing about my choice. I guess she's come to terms with it in her own way. The actual work I've left to Noro. No problem there. Waiting for him to finish, I walk into the development room. The center of the room is a time-late machine. I squat down and gently brush my fingers against the microwave surface. It's cool to the touch. I've made irreplaceable friends because of this thing. And because of this thing, I've hurt them. I don't want to blame the tool. It's how you use the tool that matters, and I've got to admit, it saved me more than once. Still, once this is over, I'll destroy the time-late machine. We must never make the same mistakes again.
オカリン、見つけた。マジであったぞこれ。
あったのか。俺が送った D メールが。
しっかり残ってるよ。
Dara points to a string of characters. His name is there, followed by the message I wrote about Karisu's death. 3 lines total, each 12 characters long. This data led CERN to her doorstep. At FB's instruction, Mocha and the Rounders attacked. If Souza is right, by erasing this data, we will escape from Attractor Field Alpha, where CERN dominates the future. That will take us to Attractor Field Beta. To the Beta world line within its range of convergence. To a future without Mayuri's death. Mayuri standing next to me, gazing intently at the monitor. She grasps my hand firmly.
おかり。
大丈夫だ。
She looks anxious, so I pat her head to calm her down.
エンターキーを押せばデータは消せるようになってる。
Dar stands up and gestures to the open seat.
その儀式はオカリンに譲る。
Alright, ready to fire! I sit down and face the keyboard. This time it ends. Karisa's face floats through my mind. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Goodbye, Karisu. God damn it. I slowly raise my right hand and extend my index finger.
勝利の時は来た。
Daru twitches at my cry.
この俺はあらゆる陰謀にも屈せず己の信念を貫きついにラグナロックを戦い抜いたのだ。この勝利のため我が手足となって戦ってくれた仲間たちに感謝を。
One press of this key and Karisu will die. I firmly grasp my coat at the shoulder. Of course, it's actually pink, where it's been stitched together with a jagged pink thread.
訪れるのは俺が望んだ世界なり。
I wish for Mayuri to live and Karisu to die. That is the truth, and I must never forget it.
すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択である。
This is a choice of Okabe Rintaro.
エルプサイコングルー
Elsai Konguru!
世界は再構成される。
Yeah, baby! I swing down my index finger. and strike the enter key. After a while, the spinning stops and color gradually returns to the world. Reading signer activated. The world line has changed. I look around the room. Next to me is Daru. Behind me is Mayuri. They don't remember. I reach out to her and she takes my hand with a smile. Everything is where it should be. Have they not gone to Kamima? Nothing, it looks like nothing has changed at all. I gently touch my coat's shoulder where Kurisu fixed a torn seam. It's gone. My coat isn't torn. The stitches, uneven from having been sewn in the dark, have disappeared. There's no trace of that ridiculous pink thread. I stand up and head to the development room. Underneath the table, the time leap machine... No. That's not the time leap machine. That's a phone wave, name subject to change. The upgrade Kurisu made are gone. Nothing has changed. The world is exactly the same. In all respects, save one. Kurisu was never here. I thought that I was prepared for this, but now that I'm face to face with the cruel consequences of my decision, I feel powerless, defeated. I want to cry.
オカリどうしたの?
This is why it doesn't feel complete. I have to play more. This isn't where the Let's Play ends, folks. Mai runs up and grabs my arm.
なあ、マユリ。
何
She's so adorable.
ラボメンナンバー004は誰だっけ?
I need to ask, even though I know what the answer will be.
004? オカリンラボメンはね、オカリンとマユシとダルコの3人しかいないよ。
Oh, god damn it. The tears come. I crumble to my knees. I cover my face with my hands.
そうだな。このラボに4人目のラボメンなんていない。
This doesn't feel complete.
いなかったよ。
This isn't the ending. This isn't the ending. It can't be. It doesn't end here. Her existence was rejected by the world.
オカリン、何か悲しいことがあったんだね。
Mayuri rubs my back.
マユシーはね、オカリンの力になってあげたいよ。
I embrace Mayuri. I stifle my voice and cry.
オカリン、泣かないで。
マユリはどこにも行かないでくれ。ずっとそばにいてくれ。頼むよ。
Mayuri tenderly strokes my head.
マユシーはずっと一緒だよ。これまでみたいにずっと。
All traces of Kurisu's existence have vanished. This proves that I've returned to my original world line. No, this isn't it. This isn't it. This isn't it. This is the world I struggled to reach. The world Suzuha traveled through time to create. A world where the future is free. Nothing has changed, and yet this is my utopia. Okay! Oh! This is not the end. It's almost perfect. But there's just one glaring imperfection that I can't ignore. Okay, okay. You all know. You all know. You know. You guys know. Oh. Man. Oh my god. Oh my. This isn't it. This isn't it. This can't be it. I mean, I know it is, but let me turn this down a little bit. It's very loud. Ouch in my ears. This is not the end of the Let's Play. This isn't it, folks. This isn't it. This is not it. This is not it. This can't be it. This can't be it. This isn't it. This isn't it. This isn't it. This isn't it. We have to play more. Well, not today, but you know, we have to play more. Stardust Sky, reach Mayuri's ending. Oh! After credit scene! After credit scene! The night of the 17th passed, the night of the 18th passed, and Mayuri still didn't die. I kept a close watch for 3 days since then. There have been no accidents, no attacks, no accidents, no sign anything might happen. There was enough to convince me that Mayuri is safe. Together with Daru, I destroyed the phone wave and the IBN 5100. Although we have lost the ability to send emails, that is a small price to stay below CERN's radar. Tennoji is downstairs in the Brontu workshop watching TV on the 42-inch CRT like always. When I went to check out Rodicon, I found it open for business as usual. A search of the internet turned up no mention of the satellite crash. Instead, I found a small article in the local section of a newspaper dated to July 28th. It was a report on Kurisu's murder. There's no follow-up. The culprit is still at large. According to Daru, the police questioned me several times. It was I who discovered the body after all. Of course, I don't remember any of that. At any rate, Mayuri is still alive. I've accomplished what I've set out to do. It's over.
Okari!
Yo! Okay. No, okay. We're checking this out. We're checking this out. There's gameplay after the song. Okarin. Mayuri emerges from the ticket gate, waving her hand as she runs my way. She reaches the gap between the shoppers and the maids handing out leaflets, and when she gets to me, she looks at me with puppy dog eyes.
なぜ泣く?
I should turn the volume back up. Mayuri doesn't answer me. She just strokes my cheek, gently, silently. She's crying, but she doesn't seem sad. Rather, she seems overcome with emotion.
おかり、迎えに来てくれたんだね。マユシーのこと、わざわざ待っててくれるなんて。嬉しいよ。
そんなことでいちいち喜ぶな。
Mayuri wipes away her tears, making room for her shy, innocent smile.
あのね、マユシーはオカリンの人質から恋人にクラスチェンジしたんだよね。
I don't think that's how the class change is supposed to work, Mayuri.
いかにも。
I have no idea how to respond to such an embarrassing question. But she's right. Mayuri and I are officially a couple. After these long, painful 20 days, I finally realized how important Mayuri is to me. Plus, she told me that she loved me.
よかった。夢じゃないんだ。
いいから、さっさとラボに行くぞ。こんな草ついところに立っていたら、日射病で死ぬ。
Start walking without waiting for Mayuri's response.
でもね、ラボだってすっごく暑いよ。
扇風機があるだけマシだ。それに喉が渇いた。ドクターペッパーで一服したい。
It's Sunday. Despite the heat, I see plenty of shoppers laden with bags enjoying themselves on the street of Akiba. I suddenly feel a void in my heart. Nothing about this town has changed, and yet it feels like something is missing from my life. No doubt it's the gap that was left by Kurisu. But there's no such thing as a perfect future. This is merely a delusion that cannot become reality. Not if I say so! I mustn't forget. This is the future I wished for, fought for, and won. I have what is most important for me, Mayuri who will forever stay by my side. I should be thankful for that. I am blessed far beyond the common man. I look beside me and realize that Mayuri's not there. I turn around. She's not there either.
Mayuri?
She's gone. She's always like this. Sometimes she just wanders off. Anxiety seizes my heart. Mayuri promised she would never leave me. This world line is worthless without her.
Mayuri!
I shout her name at the top of my lungs. I search for her in the crowd, but it's too thick to see.
Mayuri!
ここにいるよ。
Turn around and see Mayuri running towards me. In her hands is shaved ice.
オカリン、暑いって言ってたでしょ。だからね、一緒に食べようと思って。
驚かせるなよ。
I feel so relieved. I want to embrace that small body of hers, but we're in public, so I stop myself. I take the shaved ice and hold the empty hand out to Mayuri.
捕まっていろ。
Mayuri takes my hand. Oh! Oh! Her slender fingers intertwine with mine. She is really slender. the palms are, the hands are a little funky.
かき氷はラボまでお預けだ。路上で食べたら迷惑だろう。
Let's save the shaved ice for when we get to the lab. It's too hard to eat while walking.
でもね、溶けちゃうんじゃないかな。
Why don't you guys sit somewhere?
しょうがないだろ
そっか。しょうがないよね。手をつないでたら食べられないもんね。
離さないぞ。俺は絶対に離さないからな。
マユシーだってね、離さないよ。
There's no phone. Mai puts just a little more strength into her grip. Love for her fills my heart. Suddenly, Mayuri looks up at Roddy-con.
ねえねえ、オカリン。あのね、起きているのに夢を見たことってある？
夢？それは白チュームというやつか。
Yo, wait. It's happening. I think it's happening.
そういう風に呼ぶの。オカリン物知りだね。
It's happening.
あのね、それが誰だかわからないんだけど、
Oh.
マユシーにはとても大切なお友達がいた気がするの。
何？
その大切なお友達のことを考えるとね、すごく切なくなって胸のあたりがキューってなるんだ。
That was like a big meme back in the day. Has it really been that long? Yeah. It's closer to Steins than it is to us, that meme. And when I think about that important friend, my heart hurts like, you know?
たまにね、声も聞こえるんだよ。
声って。
幸せになりなさいって。
Yo! All that was undone. I erased those memories, sacrificed them.
その人がそう言ってくれたからね。マユシーは今こうしてオカリンと一緒にいられるのかもしれないね。
Perhaps everybody remembers their experiences from other world lines. Those memories may be vague and tenuous, but they're still there all the same. And we perceive them in the forms of dreams, visions, and déjà vu.
もし会えたらありがとうって言いたいな。
I'm not the only one who remembers.
その人誰だったのかな。
Oh.
きっと神様だ。
そっか、神様ありがとう。マユシーはとっても幸せです。
If there really is a god out there, I'm sure he's above the sky, so Mayuri murmurs as she looks up. She reaches out to the sky, like always. She shakes her hand with the stardust, twinkling beyond the coat of blue. Oh. I look up to her to hold back the tears. Oh, there's... Oh. And on we walk, hand in hand. Translucent stardust completed. Well! Well! Oh, that's good. That is good. That is good. Guys, I promise you something. There is more Steins Gate coming. I refuse to let this end this way. There is more. There is more coming. There is more coming. Be hyped. Be fucking hyped. I'm gonna have to delay starting those other visual novels. Because there's a bunch of visual novels besides Steins Gate that I also want to play. And there's also, like, you know, stuff like that Steins Gate dating visual novel that I just got. There's a bunch of other stuff I want to play, and you know what? That will have to wait. Oh, man. There's also a Warhammer 40k Dark Tide stream I've got as an idea with a friend of mine. So we're gonna have to try that sometime. I don't know when that's gonna be. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, folks. Ah. Okay. I love this. I love this so much. But it's not enough. It's not enough. It wasn't the golden ending. I refuse. I will continue to strive for the golden ending. Okay. You know what? I've said enough. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, folks, or stream, if you're to the last minute people still watching this. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't done so already, and make sure to smash that bell. And with that, I'm off. The sky is up, and you guys are awesome. I will see you all in the next episode. Which is probably going to be a video, not a stream, but you know. Bye-bye!